It depicts a small crowd praying to a pair of giant eels that have coiled above a large door. Oh, the Amura priest holds a disc near the door's face. Oh, the ears coil up to the door. As the eels coils near the door, the stone-carved circlet rattles in your hand. Whisk your soul essence encircle the coil, then reach outward. The tendrils curl towards the door, touching it, soaking it in a purple glow. A murmur, like Bereth's own welcome, whispers up from under your feet. The door begins to slide open, grinding down into the ground. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Yseyr, quiet time.
Quiet time. Alright. Find that.
Will do.
Gas. Secret. Oh, this should be fine. Happy days, happy days. I don't want to use your abilities. Oh. Well, actually, I do. Fast. Get better hits. Miss. Classic. Classic. Everybody's immune to all the damage. Lovely. Classic.
Your orders?
Yeah.
Yseyr, strike!
Oh, yeah, I am still engaged, so can't do much with you. I get hammered here. Alright. Let's focus on one.
Yes.
And they're immune. Of course they're immune. They'll be marked for death, so.
You were saying?
Bring it there.
Tell me.
Fire. Mobilized, I will take that.
Dead. It is no use. I cannot get through.
They do so much damage though, which is be able to kill them all. Healed. Burn! Burn, baby!
Keep your guard up.
Stuck for you, yes. Yes, I'm gonna have to shield you. I think I've got is that.
Oh?
Oh. Do what I get here. Actually, nothing precious.
That's not very helpful.
Your orders? For the
Alive.
homeland! A question, Watcher?
Tell me.
certainly do. You'll deal with that, so I can just move faster. Like this.
Death! Madico! I need to try something else.
Huh? Got it.
Just like that.
Happens to everyone.
Classic.
Tell me.
Alright. Yes, you are all my word.
It is no use. I cannot get through.
Nice stuff. And we do have armor too now, so I can start sticking that on people.
Steady does it.
Ooh, the Eulogy, finally! A blood seeps from wounds so deep. And death crones about this sepulchre. Let's silence fallen final warden. We take my priest into Berkin Dark's maw. After many a battle, when my mace had failed him, I will bind his wounds. Watch only while he dies. I'm going to assume there's dead things over there. You know what? Yes, I think that's what I will do. Oh my word. Yeah, so I think going in here somewhere I don't want to go just yet. I will definitely have to get there. But I think what I need to do is I think I need to go through a lot of people and start. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through all this. I'm gonna really have to look at all the grimoires I have. Heavily armoured footsteps from down a nearby alley. Alright, okay. Gonna be bad. The narrow streets in this neighbourhood are largely deserted at night, and it echoes our heavily armoured footsteps carrying down the cobbled lanes. Here's there's two members of the crew, Guru red-handed, and crouching at the corner ahead, their backs to you. Anything interesting? The pair almost leap from the skin as your sudden appearance. Gods above! Are you trying to scare us? My heart nearly stops. Frowning, glances around the corner and thinks, nothing to see here, Captain. Spill it. Just tell him. You found a chance to make a little coin, Captain. Glancing around the corner reveals an ancient meadowfolk man garishly dressed in the styling of a Darudian noble. Lamp-links glint from the rings on his fingers and chains around his thin neck. Damnation! I told you in confidence that this was not the right street. The words are slurred, as if the man's tongue is too heavy for his mouth. Several men and women, all too heavily armoured for the climate, accompany the man. Apologies, master. If we... Shut up, fool, by Margan's flame. It is always this hot. I'd pay 1,000 ducks for another drink. Is this, no, what's his face? Durance, is it? That's not Durance, is it? Get back to the Defiance before I turn you into the city guards myself. Yeah. So either the people in the armor are the paladin people, or that's Durance. There's a flob of flame and slowly trails around the world. Gods, understood, Captain. Return to the ship. The peers think away. That's fine, I'm happy with that. Approach the group. Hide. Approach them. One of the guards leans in towards the man. This is not the safest of streets, sir. Perhaps it's your job to keep me safe, not prattle on like a schoolmarm. As you approach, one of the guards puts a gaunted hand on the man's shoulder, but his wrists are out from under it. Finally, someone with a thought in their head. He pads towards you, gesturing in broad swipes of the arm as he speaks. These imbeciles have gotten us entirely lost. I can point you the way too. Was it Queensberth, I believe? Wow. Greetings, my lord. Ah, gentleman of culture. A pleasure, sir. He bows his head. Positive for the lady in trading company. Okay. He blinks as he rises. By the flame, you're the watcher of Cad Noir, aren't you? I attended your court once, Lord Belmer, the Echoes Bay, he laughs. To find you here, of all the places. He scratches his head. I thought you died. No, I got better. Yeah, I certainly got better. Yeah, clearly. Alright. I guess we can just go then. Hey, Yaron gives the man and guards clear, concise directions back to Queensberth. You have my sincere gratitude. He bows deeply and offers a small bag of coin. Nice, cool. Happy days. Ooh. Nice. Always pays to be nice, folks. Always pays to be nice. Maybe. Totally forgot. We'll wait and see. The skeleton stands rigid as a stone and just as strong, eternally guarding the crypt beyond. The skeleton's shoulders are squared for battle, its fingers grip the rusted remains of a large mace. Above the skull, an eroded engraving on the wall depicts a kneeling woman raising a lantern. Call out her name, the Lady of Vigil. Your voice clangs through the caverns that echoes again and again as the air around you grows heavy. A toll, a death knell, Faedwin, a Lady of Vigil. A dark essence plumbs up, coalescent into the air. Then it curls, shift slowly into the skeleton's mouth. Empty eye sockets alight with flames, the skeleton shudders and rattles, head bowing forward. The soul essence seeps into the door. Now, does that mean that one will also do the same? Keep it, but I don't think I would use it. Oh, there we go. Aha! I'm not ought to be bragging needless now, but this important that I keep canny how full of life, strong and devout. Yseyr was, and for a Berefin priest. Targeth by his side in glory's battle fought in Beref's honour. I got a countless undead with my spear. For near Hod 20 years, Yseyr fought to keep shut the gates of hell. Surely they will crash open with this passing.
This one.
Ah. Got attacking. I got attacking.
Ah.
Done, eh?
Death take you.
And this man has a lovely little key. Lord of Helgengent. Your words reverberate in the darkness and beckoning the skeleton back to life. Lord of Hellengate. The sound comes a thrill riding the air as his soul essence coalesces and curls around you. It trickles along your skin before snacking for the skeleton's spine. That means snaking. I thought it would be an E in that. Snaking? Snaking. Sounds right. Empty eye socket alight with flames, the skeleton shudders and rattles, head bowing forward. Soul essence seeps into the door's seal. Boss battle. Boss battle. Right.
Tell me.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yep, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This sounds lovely. I do not like this one bit. Covering skeleton straightens his spine, and the sound of his bones shifting rattles around the cavern. A gilded sword rests strapped to his back, and in his hand he grips a massive flail with a heavy skull for a striking head.
Watcher.
Yseyr. Twin fires flicker in the pits as of his blackened eye sockets, burning with a deadly intent.
Been more than a middling life worth since my flails got bathed in bloody gore.
That's yep.
Speak, then perish. Listen, you've a cause from birth to fare here.
Ooh, the Death Guard drags the spiked skull head of its immense flail over the ground, gouging the stone at its feet. Then he heaves the flail's chain over his bony shoulders. Thanks for staying this place. It's to socialise, yeah. I mean, you know this disturbance, but I'm on a mission of utmost importance. Skeleton stands still as death magic billowing around him, burning up the air. For several moments he only stares. Then his teeth clack loudly, and he hefts the flail from his shoulder, swinging it just short of your throat. Oh no.
Then speak clear and true to what you're ant.
Aye, okay, pal.
A button your next and last breath.
I was only exploring. What's here for you, for that witch you protect? I've learned the history you sought. Deathguard ceases at the mention of Riven's name. Rage, cold but violent, rattles up the skeleton's spine. With a bone-popping sound, he drops the flail skull down to the crater of the ground.
Aye. Stay your death, then I will.
I must take the last stone tablet of your eulogy to the High Priest.
Aye then. I'll allow it. They priests needs to be keeping the sacred rites of Bereth alive.
Hey.
There it lies in my burial grave.
Okay. So technically I could kill him. I really wanted to. It's too soon. Such pain cannot be fathomed. Wolf's teeth gnawing at my ribs, burning fever, this devouring flames. Thomfng cannot be broken to Bereth, to slay the undead. Hunted Riven far too near, too deep into Deadfire. Rickford, the Sword of Souls, and should have killed Raven in battle at Duskin Isle as I killed her, but instead I was struck. Sidens. Forgot the current to the temple. Sepulchres or Noor saw it, ended lying in a grave, captive to the pallid night. Now I can't keep a grip on the sword. It toils and twills be taken if I die, wielded as a wound, or some claw again bereft. I can't die in the fair ye. Will ye die, will ye die, will ye die? Have to see Raven suffer, have to ward the Bereth's sacred weapon. Okay. So
How fares, brother?
yeah, I could have battled him. Close. But you know. Yeah.
Coming along well, Yseyr. It can be dangerous down there. So I never went yet. But I will after I die.
Did you know Yseyr had become a Death Guard?
Had heard, but knew know. Is it true? Yseyr is a death guard. So, under the right duress, it can be done.
Are you sure duress is what it takes? You want to become a death guard, that's why you're preparing a ritual to kill yourself.
Yes, the fate that awaits me. Then I will walk within the catacombs beneath the temple. Finally, I'll be one of Bereth's chosen. Blessed
Blessed?
for always.
Tiverus? It would be funny if it were not so pathetic.
Good luck with that. Hope I don't see you on the other side.
He blinks his eyes back at you. Why do this? Surely you're more valuable to Bereth alive?
Value and worth are not the same, no.
Slanting you a feeble smile, the priest checks the remainder of a nearby hourglass. De'Aaron cocks his goat-skinned flask and chokes down. Okay.
We will speak again. After my acolyte has gouged my heart from my chest. The cutting and the chants will work.
Yeah, I don't think they will. Head tip back. He closes his eyes as if he can hear the chanting already.
You'll see.
Okay.
All right. I will address your inquiries best as I can.
I've acquired the stone tablets.
Ask. Okay. Give them here.
The priest's arms quiver from the weight of the stone-carved tablets. As he sets them down, his hands scan the grooved words.
Truly, you are Bereth's champion. Yet you will not die soon. There is work ahead for you. I set these aside for you. Old keepsakes from another time. Bereth holds you close. Perhaps in helping you.
He trails off, leaving the thought unfinished.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Where you going, mate? Look at that bridge right there. Ah, right, okay. You're waiting why. As you travel northward, you discover a broad channel separating you from the flat expanse of a sandy islet. A wooden bridge spans the water, easily wide enough to accumulate a cart and horse. A crowd throngs the bridge and electric manageria of clean-coated Valerians, Alwama in bright and colourful robes, and even the odd Orlan. Down the hill, by the water's edge, a small cluster of Eora have gathered. From the shore, you see the channel's current seems significantly stronger than it had from afar, perhaps fed by the recent storms. The Wana gather there, grabbed in thin robes and little elves, watch you as you approach. As one steps forward, her own gown in far brighter colours than those around her. She cants her head to the side. You look bedraggled, stranger, as if the sea spat you upon our shore. What have you come to watch? It's about. The arc of her hand describes first the swimmers, then the waters, then the island on the other side. They challenge the Osa channel. The rains fell and the waters run swift. They must swim swifter yet. For each who finishes, there is honour. For the ones who wins, there is more. Pellegrina looks over the eyes lingering on a heavily muscular, bald woman, a lean blonde man, and a gangly young man in his late teens. I reckon the blonde has an advantage, being both strong and compact. Blonde. I'd like to join the race. If of the guard Joanna chuckles, the woman merely smiles, bowing her head slightly. Challenging Osis is always done by aroma to prove strength and stamina in the water. I stay afraid it may be too much for another king. See, I would assume then that I would have to bring the Teku with me. Bows her head. Then what welcome would you provide if you fed our guest unknowing to Nagata? When her gaze returns to Yish, she bears a small smile. But you are not unwelcome, I say. He nods and motions you towards the channel, then go and join the others at the water's edge. Leave your clothes upon the rocks, and they will warm you after. Go to the water and strip down. Yeah. You shrug off your brine-crusted clothes and lay on your belongings on the rock. I'll keep a close watch on your possessions. Alaf nods and lays a hand on your discarded clothes. Spring off in the stone and crash into the pool, crisp and salt water with the other swimmers. Hey, success! You kick against a powerful current, expertly reaching one hand after the other to pull yourself through the water, parting it like a knife. The others fall behind. I don't think that's going to last. One of the Hana, you notice, struggles to remain in pack. No, he's struggling just to stay above water. His desperate gasps carry down the river. Oh, man. Help him to shore. You wrap an arm around the struggling swimmer and he has the wherewithal not to struggle against you as you swim him towards land. You pull yourself onto the rocky shore and help him up behind you. The large bald woman pulls ahead and reaches the goal first. The crowd roars as she walks onto the far shore, fists raised. The young swimmer squeezes your arm. Many thanks, Akira. Reputation. The crowd on the bridge thins and the commotion dies down. Your journey continues. I wonder what I would have got if I did that. I wonder. The trap. Live up.
You're the captain who Aldi's invited to parley, ain't you? I'm to keep an eye out.
Hey, you get it. He taps a finger beneath his one eye that isn't covered by a black patch. No, it's not. It looks purple.
It's so I can provide you an escort when you arrive.
I can find my way around. Nah, we're just...
Right this way, Captain. It's my pleasure to show our honoured guest around. Aye, it sure is.
That sounds ominous, that one, doesn't it? Sounds like bullshit.
You must be Captain. Glad you could make it, Loveson.
The battle-hardened captain rubs the underside of her chin. She regards you pleasantly. Her mist-coloured eyes, one raven wing black, the other an icy blue, rove up and down your face.
Like what you see?
A golden silhouette gems against the scarred skin of her chest. When you notice it, she flips it to reveal the mark of her status on the other side. Why does she look green? Yeah, she looks like she's going to poison me.
The mark on this side, it means I'm the second highest rank on the Council of Captains. I'm but one chair below that cockrot Ferrante. I see you met my right hand and fourth chair on the Council of Captains. He can be a real trying sort, but I trust him with my life.
Yeah, he's an ass.
Truer words were never spoken.
She throws her head back and laughs.
Oh, I do like you. I think we will get along splendidly, aye.
A sly smile tugs at the corners of her lips, and she spins the golden silhouette on its string between her breasts.
I admire a man who doesn't back down. You've got guts, and not just smattered in your hair.
Wow.
I'd like to partner with you.
Wow. Partner with you. I got your message.
Forgive me for dragging you all this way, but I find the proposition of a partnership best works in person. Me and mine within the Principe would make for powerful allies on your side. But would you give us loyalty in return? That I'd like to know.
Pirate Tom? Captain Tom? Sounds good. Perhaps and perhaps not.
You're the cautious type. I can respect that. Or maybe...
Her mist-coloured eyes look up and down.
you just like to be wooed. But is it gold, booze, or power you're after? I'll offer you all three, and some, if you join with me. But I like to be courted too, lovesome. And I always come first.
Well, to the point. She winks at you, her pink tongue playing on her teeth.
Say you wanted to entice an alliance of like-minded captains. You might start by aiding one of my best in Nekataka. She smuggles through the Undercroft. Goes by the name of Mad Morena.
Yep, I know who she is.
And let me tell you, Dove, she's earned the moniker. You're a hard one to read. Fancy a game of cards some night?
She spins her silhouette on its string between her breasts.
I'll take your answer as a yes.
That's
now.
going to be a no.
You've a bright future ahead of you, Watcher. See that you don't tarnish it by flying the wrong pirate's flag. Out with the stale and in with the new, eh? I know you've met with Ferrante. That you may even be working for him. That pribbling cock-rot.
With a flick of her fingers, the captain swipes a goblet of gold, God's colour rum off her desk. She takes a long swig before pointing at you.
But that doesn't mean you can't partner with me instead. Don't do anything to let him catch on. Just keep me appraised of certain future events as they shape up. Shh. No need to say anything, not yet. You just think on it next time you're toiling for a man who'd happily gut you after you've done his bidding, given half the chance.
She taps on temple knowingly.
When the time's right, we'll set our strategy. Well, what can I do, you lovesome?
About Ferrante.
Got something for me, Dove?
Lean forwards, her interest, the corner of her lips curving wickedly.
I'm all ears.
It was Ferrante who told me where to find Benwith.
I figured as much. That's how Ferrante gained his political standing. And that's how he keeps it. With underhanded tactics that whittle his opponents into ruin. Me? I prefer to face my foes head on. Give them the chance to join me before I fucking annihilate them.
Boom! Captain's mist-coloured eyes alight with mischief.
And I like to reward those who support me. I'm good to my allies, you see. For your troubles, Dove, let me share with you a little of my treasure. As you wish, Dove. I am happily and wholeheartedly at your disposal.
I really don't like her.
At least until I get bored.
Yes. Tell me about the new blood in the Principe.
We're the future, and we ain't going nowhere. We're pirates, lovesome. We own this sea.
Stop it.
And the sea loves us back in her twisted way.
I don't like the sea.
Pines for a homeland he's never seen. But what does old Valia mean to me or my crew? We're not Valian, and we never will be. Though if you're Valian and you want to join our bloodline, you're more than welcome.
But weren't you founded by refugees from old Valia?
Generations ago. And I grew like a weed in the deerwood, you see? You say Consueglo me casitas. I say Council of Captains. You say Principe, I say best pirates in the Deadfire. You say swollenette? I say, well, some things stay the same.
Collect the gold coin and last hurriedly. So what sort of things do you like to do in your leisure time? Oh, I do not want to wear, but I'll be fascinated.
What? Like for hobbies?
That's real, and she laughs loudly. Mainly positive.
When I'm not out plundering the seas, I'm right here ruling my fleet. Suppose I like a good bit of target practice. And of course, who doesn't like rum and a hot bath? Don't guess you like the same?
Not really, no. Go for a hot bath right now, in fact. She throws her head back and laughs.
Well, sure. You're welcome to use mine, but perhaps later, when there's less of a crowd around.
Oh man, she really wants me. Really wants me.